Just 27 when he first came to power in Libya, Gaddafi was a dashing figure who quickly created a cult of personality, dressed in flashy outfits that bordered on costume. He surrounded himself with a phalanx of heavily armed women known as the Amazonian Guard. He welcomed visiting dignitaries in a tent that he pitched wherever he went. Perhaps his most infamous moment was the bombing of Pan Am 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland, which killed 270 people, most of them Americans. At home in Libya, he created an insular world that he ruled with an iron fist. As you drove through the streets of Tripoli, the capital, his image was everywhere, and he was large within even his own family.
Wow.
A father to 8 children by 2
Bring her
wives,
back.
his offspring
I'm videotaping.
People with tires are higher than their heads.
One son flew in Beyonce for a New Year's Eve
Bring her back.
party.
Bring
Another
her back. I don't have any of this.
zoo. And Gaddafi's glamorous daughter Aisha, with her dyed blonde hair, was known as the Claudia Schiffer of North Africa. So what was it like to live in Gaddafi's world? Tonight, we bring you an exclusive look from a very
It looks so like a rag.
Meet Jacqueline Fraser, a young American woman who became a member of the Inner Circle, and from there, watched the regime slowly unravel. What is a blonde American girl from Vermont doing in the heart of darkness? How did you end up in Libya?
Mutual friends in Los Angeles who introduced me to Saudi Gaddafi.
Saudi Gaddafi was long considered a playboy, even among his high-living family.
Bring her all the way
He had
over
left
here.
Libya for Europe, where he had a brief and
Wow,
spectacular career as a
She got one
soccer
off.
player.
Yeah.
But by last year, he had returned to Libya with the intention of helping to create new business in the country.
And I was hired to be
Her legs go limp.
company for a project he was working on.
Oh, that's the guts of the chair.
What did you think? I mean, the plane landed,
Flip
you
it,
got out
man.
for the first time. What was going through your
She's
mind?
trying to get the other
It
one
was
off.
surreal. I saw very
Face
few women
your
who were
fears.
out on the streets and in my
Booties
environment
and
as I kind of navigated the streets of Tripoli.
Booties
What was that
and
like?
no,
Being the only
you still haven't
foreigner,
got
being a
it.
woman, being American and blonde.
Everywhere you go, they're very welcoming in Libya. They love
Chair's looking at you.
and anyone who's coming in, it
She's
shows that
drunk.
the kind of prosperity that their country is coming up. So they love to see maybe a blonde American woman represents the future to them.
Knock on the door.
Feet
Good
up.
about the future of Libya as foreign investment rolled in. And she says the Gaddafis always treated her well.
She does perfect arabesque.
Or the
good work.
She just stretched
Whoa.
that you would as a typical Libyan. So
There's
I
some
saw the
ally here.
God, she's so drunk, like.
Become aware,
Come
did
see.
you become aware of
Come see.
the dark side of the
Yeah,
Gaddafi?
my good girl.
I knew of the
She's in the
dysfunctionalism
split.
See.
early on.
Come
Because
see.
I knew there was a lot of
If I had treats to come over,
competition.
wouldn't you?
There were what?
Over
Whoa.
attention from the father, success.
She did a handstand.
Yeah, mess it up
to
again.
prove that they
That's where we were 4 years ago.
not only a good son, but a good leader. There were times when he would favor one son, and that son would feel very confident, and then the father would change favor and favor another son, and that created fissures within that
Cycle
family.
dog, pretty soon.
Soon her concerns were much bigger than family dynamics. The country had started to bark under Gaddafi's rule, and there were the stirrings of a revolution in eastern Libya. How did you perceive the first rumblings of the uprising?
Very little. I think that's one of the reasons that plays into this kind of denial factor for the family and for the Libyans, was there was very little. So when Tunisia fell and when
Knock on the
Egypt
door.
fell, with 2 countries on both sides falling, I asked the question many times, what is your plan? What is
Get
happening?
one off, get the other one.
She did a switch sleep.
It wasn't scary until the day after it happened, after
It was
the
torture,
revolution,
that's
when we
fun.
knew things were really starting to move. And yes, that was scary.
Go to the puppy.
She says Gaddafi and his family were in denial. She was with us the day I interviewed the colonel.
I don't know if you recall, we were running late, and I asked the gentleman next to me, what time
She
is
goes,
the
when I
tornado
get
started?
always on my
And the
feet, you
response
take
from the
them
Libyan
off.
handler was, he has the will of the gods, and he will arrive at just the right time. So I did think he was very charismatic, but it was also clear to me how out of touch with reality he was.
Did
They
you
got two
believe
off.
it when they heard people saying inside, down with Gaddafi, we want him out?
I don't think so. I still question that myself and dropped it.
Because now I can't, you know, you can't push me.
A, and B, I don't think many people were telling them that they were not liked.
What did you tell them?
I told them many times they weren't liked. I told them not only that they weren't liked, but that and ultimately they would win by
She's hot.
saying this in a Western way, which is not to shut down and become closed off and to not allow journalists to interview people who have voices of dissension. They felt that if they had to quiet everyone.
In the end, it was the Gaddafis who were silenced. The dictator dead.
She just stamped her feet at you.
Are you surprised that they didn't give up?
too hot.
Leave?
Not at all.
That's a lot of work.
I don't think there's only two ways for them to end up, and that's dead or in jail.
A bloody legacy that today came to a bloody end. For Nightline, this is Christiana Manfour.
Our thanks to Christiana. And just ahead, what are thousands of jungle animals doing in American homes and backyards? We'll show you how they get okay.
ABC News Nightline, brought to you by TD Ameritrade.
People have all kinds of retirement questions.
No problem. TD Ameritrade has all kinds of answers. Call us for quick help opening your new IRA.
For an in-depth talk with
Okay.
retirement experts like
Jess, how do you feel?
Branch for a free retirement checkup.
Don't let her go upstairs.
Get better? No, Jazz. Jazz. Wait.
Yes, she's like, I'm not taking crap from anybody right now. Come on, Dad, it's all over. Come on. Come on, puppy. Better go get her, Brittany.
She's right up on the stairs. She's like staring directly at me. Come on. Come on. She looks for too. She checks.